I'm going to sit down. Now, first of all, my name is Christine and I am a qualified naturopath. Sorry?
Speak up.
We can hear you. I think Mara is saying the light. The light.
Yeah, I'll turn this off too.
Right, and I did aromatherapy as one of my electives, so I'm not a qualified aromatherapist. It's under my naturopathic umbrella. Okay, first I think I'll go into the history of essential oils. The ancients used to use essential oils a lot in ancient Egypt and all the way back to before Christ and all that. And what they used to do is they used to use herbal infusions, being that they put the herb in the oil and let the constituents infuse into the oil, whereas today we don't do that. We use steam distillation, and there's another method which I have written down somewhere else and I can find it at the moment. So, but it's a much higher grade of oil. It creates a pure oil, so it's much better. But they were highly prized then as they are now, essential oils. So as we know, Jesus was gifted frankincense and myrrh, which was highly prized for its ability to put you in a meditative state and calm the heart and make you feel calm and more present. So that's why it was highly prized from them. Now, essential oils are quite expensive actually, but they are more affordable today than they used to be in the ancient times. I think people have got more money now than they did back then as well, which helps. Now, the reason that they're quite expensive, to fill a 15ml bottle, which is this size, it takes 300 pounds of rose petals and 300 lavender flowers just to fill a 15ml bottle. So that's quite a bit of material there. Now, besides the wonderful fragrance oils actually send off and make us feel really good and in touch with nature, they also have benefits for the body. First, before I start off with the benefits for the body, but you should always use the oils diluted. You should never use the oils undiluted. Some people say yes, you can, and I have seen people use them, but if there's any impurities in the oil itself, it's not good for you. So you've got to make sure you get the pure 100% oils. A lot of labels will say 100% pure essential oil, but there's a little loophole in the labelling. Only a couple, like 2% of the bottle may be 100% pure essential oil. The rest is all contaminants or an inferior product or another carrier oil or something like that. So you want to make sure you get the 100% per bottle. So the whole bottle must contain 100% pure. All right. There are several ways to use it. First, you can use it topically by rubbing it on your skin, diluted, of course. The second way is just inhaling it. Now, you can inhale it from a diffuser, which we don't have going at the moment, George, but the diffuser's not going to entice people to breathe deep.
Do you like a particular flavour? Or any one of these over here?
Well, I don't know what's over there, so you pick. You can put it in a spritz bottle. These are all dilute, right? Spritz bottle. Or you can just take the cap off and sniff it. That's one way. The other way is internal consumption. Now, there is a warning with internal consumption, but first you can have it in food and drink, or you can have it in capsules. Now, the capsules will be discussed in the film. Now, you must have the pure oils, and it must be diluted before you ingest, because France used to be the ones that sold pure essential oils, and every other oil you could not ingest at all. And they held closely to their secret. So obviously somebody leaked it out, because there's a lot of people now who make pure essential oils, and Young Living is one of them, and they can be ingested. Some people say you can drop oils directly onto your tongue, but that can burn the mucous membranes of your mouth, and it's very, very strong. I have a story that I heard when I was at school. This poor guy. This guy discovered that if he dropped one drop of eucalyptus oil on his tongue every day, he would never catch a cold or a flu. So he merrily did that, walking through life without a cold or a flu. But after some years, he wasn't feeling well, so he went to the doctor. And the doctor said, "Look, mate, you've got to give up drinking."
His liver.
He said, I don't drink. I'm a teetotal. And he goes, "Well, your liver's failing, pal. It's on its way to cirrhosis. You got to stop drinking." Then after much discussion and what are you doing different, blah, 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 he got down to the oil. And they discovered that the oils then can do damage to the internal organs of the body if ingested, right? And this is the reason why some say you should not ingest it. Now, I don't know if he was doing a pure oil or if he was just going down to Safeway and nicking the eucalyptus oil off the shelf, which is not a good one to use.
And every day, though.
Yeah, every day.
Every
one
day,
drop.
one drop.
One
That's
drop.
a lot.
It is. I don't know how he stood it. It's very strong. Okay. Now, if you ingest oils that aren't pure or are undiluted, they can lead to liver damage, as we just discussed, kidney damage, or nervous system damage, and they could all be irreversible if it goes for too long, especially the kidney and the nervous system. And this is the reason that they must be diluted, because they can do you damage. Now, peppermint has quite a big warning. You never let an infant, I think I've got peppermint here. Yeah, you never let an infant sniff peppermint because they can make them unconscious. Right? But I wouldn't actually let infants near oils at all. You know, maybe from a distance, you know, over there somewhere burning, diffusing, but never up close. You know, so tempting, you're sniffing, "You want to sniff, sweetheart?" And the next thing it's unconscious. No. Peppermint used to be used in smelling salts. That's how strong it is. Okay. Now we'll go on to some of the benefits of cinnamon bark. This is nearly finished. Oh, so quick. Cinnamon bark. I'm going to crack these open. I'm going to let you guys. This has got a Christine proof lock on it.
What about on your clothes?
Christine proof lock.
Christine, what about if you put them on your clothes? Because that's what I do with lavender, is I'll just put...
Well, it's not touching the skin.
Yeah, just
it's
use
on the
my,
outside.
my collar, lapel or something like that. Just go dab, dab, or on the wrist cuff.
Well,
So that... do you want us to go?
does anybody know how to open bottles that can't be opened?
Press down.
Press it down.
Or squeeze.
Here.
You need some muscles?
Your closest. He's busy.
I had to start with this
Get
one.
over there.
Good on you, matey.
It's stuck too. It's still
Yeah, it's still
here.
joined.
It's probably but still. Yeah, that's what it was.
Men, now I'm going to let you guys just take a sniff of them. Now this is cinnamon bark. Cinnamon bark is antibiotic, anti-diabetic, but if you put it on the skin it can irritate. Cinnamon bark's quite hot.
Is a tea drink.
Sorry?
A tea drink smells like a tea drink.
Ah, yes. It's in chai. It's part of the chai. Yeah. So, but it can irritate the skin, so don't put it on topically because it's quite hot. Cinnamon is a hot. Has anybody ever chewed cinnamon bark? And actually, the actual bark itself can actually burn your mouth.
Yeah.
Right?
Like cinnamon tea. That's what you do. Cinnamon tea for a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Also, cinnamon leaves, which I don't have.
It is a wood, isn't it?
Cinnamon leaves relieves pain, relieves inflammation, fights bacteria, but it's also a skin irritant as well. Now, there is a synthetic cinnamon bark out, and that will lead to adverse reactions like allergies, inflammation, and compromised immunity. So you really do have to get the pure stuff, guys, because that's the opposite of what this one does. You wouldn't think they're just smells, aren't they? They're just part of nature. But, you know.
But it's concentrated, really.
Oh yeah, we're not supposed to have something that's concentrated, because when we sniff a flower, it doesn't have 300 pounds of petals on it. Right? It's just got a little aura of petals. Now, grapefruit oil, let's see if I get this grapefruit.
Ooh.
Grapefruit.
Definitely had the grapefruit seed oil,
Ooh.
which
Is that from the skin or the seed?
Sorry?
Is that from the skin?
No, this is skin. This is the skin. Grapefruit oil lowers food intake, so it's good for dieting, and stimulates fat breakdown. So I don't know how much you have to have of it to actually lose weight, but it's really nice in a drink, that one. Dilute in a drink.
Put the tree.
So do you rub it on your tummy, do you? Not you. Ian.
Oh, no.
But you've got to watch.
I never thought I can't even go. Now, orange is so refreshing. It's such a beautiful oil. Orange oil is uplifting and aids with depression. Okay, so that's. Did you feel any difference when? Yeah, it's sort of. It's so uplifting, isn't it?
I don't want to let it go.
Peppermint.
Yummy.
Peppermint. Now, don't forget, with peppermint comes a warning. So don't leave it next to kids, especially infants. Peppermint oil boosts energy levels.
Really?
Yeah. Now I know somebody who uses peppermint when they're on a long drive. Thank you.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah.
And what they do is they just sniff it when they start getting tired. Is it a coffee? Whereas I have coffee.
Man. That was
And
strong.
fast.
Yeah, that is a strong one, isn't it?
Ooh.
Now rosemary, I don't have rosemary unfortunately. That increases memory. Now we know all that. Rosemary is from memory. It's quite lovely, that one. Lemon. Lemon oil decreases, this is one of these again, nausea. And this is lovely in a drink as well. So lemon oil decreases, I don't know if by sniffing it, the application is
Did
something
you say
else.
in drink?
I would drink it.
Really?
I have drunk
You
it.
put a drop in a...
In a fizzy drink. Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, with the soda stream,
Yeah.
and one single drop, it's the most delicious drink you'd ever tasted. Better than alcohol,
Yeah.
better than anything else.
Better than
It
lemonade.
doesn't taste artificial either.
Which one do you put in there?
Fantastic.
Lemon.
Lemon, orange or grapefruit, what we use.
Or lime.
Yeah, that's right.
Oil.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
peppermint?
Put
Yeah.
in water.
No.
What I do is I get the soda stream, right, and then
Peppermint.
pour a little bit in each glass, then put a little drop of whatever they want, and then fill them up.
Oh,
It's
summer's
just
coming. We need that.
It's
Beautiful.
like a cocktail.
Eh?
It's like a cocktail that's better than any cocktail
Yeah.
you've ever tasted. We should have
They
set up some
Oh,
samples.
we can
Next time.
still do that.
They did have some oils up at the health food shop in Belgrave, and it's some drinking oils.
Okay.
I don't know what the brand was,
I
but
have no idea. I've never seen
yeah.
it.
So I got lemon one time, but sort of forgot I had it. I ended up using it for.
Well, on 1st of December, we'll make some of that fizzy drink. It's so delicious.
Mm.
We'll serve it up.
No, we can still do it. I can go and get plain cold mineral
All right.
water. I can still do it.
Well, we'll see how we go.
Yes, there we go. Now, neroli oil, which I also don't have, it actually decreases pain. So obviously it's a good pain blocker.
What's that made from?
Neroli is made from orange blossoms. Yeah. And the last one, but not least, is frankincense. Now, frankincense actually relieves sore muscles, which is also very good. So if you been working hard or whatever, make a little ointment and just rub it on your muscles with a drop or something. With the ointment, don't forget that's also a dilution. Okay.
That's a pure frankincense. Right?
Yes, that's
Or is
it
it?
is.
And
It
what
is.
is frankincense from?
That's from the boswellia tree. That's a Middle Eastern tree, and it's made from the resin. Yeah.
Not, it's a wood, but it's like cinnamon.
No, it's made from the resin. You know.
The resin.
Yeah, that the tree,
Oh, yeah.
The sap.
the sap. Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
Yeah,
yep.
it's a fragrant sap. Now, the way you can use it, you dilute it. Of course, you make it into a cream or with another oil, and you can rub it on your arms or your neck or anything. These guys will say rub it on your genitals, but there's no way I'm doing that.
Why would you do that?
I have no idea. To me, that was the worst place.
Keep you
Yeah,
awake.
forget that. I couldn't imagine peppermint there. Phew.
Oh, I put peppermint in a bath once.
Yeah.
Someone said, and it floats at the top, and you get in, and the first thing you do is sit down.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, peppermint in a bath is not good. And actually,
That's a good idea.
if you're going to put it in a bath, it's best for you to dilute it with milk.
Oh, yeah.
You mix it with milk first. Yeah, a tablespoon of milk is all you need, and a drop or so, and then you just swish it into your bath,
Yeah.
and it disperses it. Because oil and water don't mix, as we know.
No,
So what happened when you got in the bath? What?
it stings. It stings your skin.
It stings. Yes, it
It
burns.
was really, and because of the hot water,
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I didn't have the bath hot, but where the oil sits on your skin,
Yeah.
the heat from the
Ah.
water just burns.
Super heats it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It takes the
amplifies
breath
it.
away too, doesn't it?
It's
Oh,
yeah,
well, I had it because I was trying to get rid of colds and
Oh, good idea.
that sort of thing.
best
But,
to,
yeah, but I just thought I wanted to have a bath anyway. But yeah, and I just thought I'd
yeah, no.
do
no.
what I read they said to do. So
Yeah, no. So
Someone
you got to
told me
get
to
your
do that.
right information. Not peppermint. I think I got that in part of the talk. Do not put it peppermint in a bathtub. Yeah.
yeah,
So
Did it help?
I only did it once. I don't remember.
Doesn't remember
Probably
anything for the
not.
next 3 days.
Knock you out. But
Yeah, no, nothing helped at that time.
one of the things, if
Dum.
you got a cold, is to get some pure garlic oil. I think I buy actual garlic capsules, right, and I pierce them, and I mix them with oil, right, and I use it for my ears when I've got an infection, which really worked wonders. But what you can do is you can rub it on the soles of your feet,
Yeah.
put socks on, and then go to bed. But you've got to put socks on or you're going to mess up your sheets.
Yeah.
Alright, so the soles of your feet, and in the morning you'll have garlic breath.
Yep.
Because it goes straight through,
Wow.
and it goes through your lungs. Because garlic, as we know, is antibacterial, antifungal, and antimicrobial.
Right.
It's
So eating it really, all the eating and garlic, I smell garlic now, I'm sure, because I ate some, but it's not the same as doing it on your skin like that.
yeah, but it's dilute, remember?
Yeah.
Garlic burns to the 2nd degree.
Mm.
Right? Not to the 1st degree, to the 2nd degree.
Yeah.
Chili burns to the 1st.
Yeah.
So be careful.
So
of,
it was the capsule, the garlic oil capsule, and you rubbed that on your feet. What was the other thing you rubbed on your feet with it?
you dilute it. Just
Just in oil.
Yeah. It's best sesame oil or coconut oil, or if you want an olive is
Yeah.
strong, no, but doesn't make any difference, I
No.
suppose. But just rub it on your feet. Put socks on just before you go to bed.
Yeah.
what about the general massage?
What with these?
Is there any particular oil, diluted oil that you'd use for massage?
Whatever the client wants.
Okay.
Whatever her or his favourite aroma is, that's going to make him relax.
Yeah, the frankincense will deal with sore muscles, like you were saying.
Yeah. Well, there are, like I said, it depends on what the client wants. If the client wants to relax, well, then you use whatever relaxes that client.
If they're depressed or...
Lavender, rose, jasmine, whatever is relaxing to that client. But if it's specific for sore muscles or anything, then you can make up a little mix and dilute them and then rub them specifically on the areas. Now, some oils come with a warning. For example, photosensitivity. That's when you burn in the sunlight, right? You go out in the sun and if you've got oils, these particular oils on your skin, it will burn. Now all citrus oils like lemon, lime, grapefruit, etc. are photosensitive, so I wouldn't put them on my skin at all. But also Angelica also is photosensitive. They're going to talk about internal use, right? Like I said, pure oils only internally, with young living years. Some people have drunk that. I don't know if I'd drink that. That'd be too strong for me. You must read the labels very carefully because of that loophole I mentioned earlier. And must make sure that it said 100% per volume of oil. Now the video is going to show you a lot more on how to make up the capsules, etc., and how oil pulling. Anybody heard about oil pulling? Oil pulling is when you swish like coconut oil and a few other things in your mouth. I think they do it for like 20 minutes. They'll tell you. And what it does, it takes the toxins out of your body and then you spit it out. But as they say, not down the sink because otherwise you're going to clog your pipes up. I thought just put the kettle of boiling water down, that'll fix it. But it cools down as it goes through the pipes. And then, it's like an artery system, right?
I don't know how they keep it in their mouth for so long, because I did it a couple of times. You get up in the morning and straight in the mouth and go about
your business.
Other things.
Yeah,
and I think, well, usually I make a hot drink about now. I'm not having that now, am I?
No.
So make a hot drink and put it in something like this to take with me. But because you're holding it in your mouth and your natural instinct is to swallow, so it's just like little bits were getting swallowed. And I thought, well, that's sort of defeating the purpose. Maybe.
Yeah.
Some of it was probably goes all the way through and it's doing its job still, but I would spit it out outside. So
yeah, that's right, outside.
By the time I so I didn't keep it up though, because it was too hard.
It's a matter of just getting, like, clean your teeth.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting into a routine of it.
But holding it in your mouth for 20 minutes, because it becomes, you get a nice chunk from the jar, especially in our weather, and it's a solid chunk.
And you got to wait for it to melt.
And it melts in your mouth. So when it's fully watery, it's very hard to sort of keep it in your mouth for 20 minutes.
Yeah. I've never actually done it, but I've heard people swear by it.
Long time. Yeah.
They do. These guys swear by
I
it.
believe it. But
And they're going to actually show you how to whiten your teeth as well, which is really good. And they've got a recipe, which I love it because it's got recipes. Right. The first one is not so exciting as the last one. All right. So look, I'm going to let them take over from me and tell you the rest of the stuff. And,
so basically, essential oils can be almost used for anything from psoriasis to eczema to gingivitis and all sorts of things. Yeah?
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm only going to do a little bit.
No, I'm just saying it's amazing. I didn't know that.
Oh,
It's so wide ranging.
Oh, they're going to talk about hormone balancing as well,
Wow.
which is going to be interesting. Something about she had a pregnancy that once the child, she lost it, but the hormones still remained and you still had those pregnancy hormones around. And so she had to clear them away. She had them for like a year or something, and she had to clear them away. She used only essential oils, which I thought was interesting. So she'll go right into that as well.
Fennel, I think. Someone told me fennel oil is good for hormones. Maybe we shall soon see.
I don't know. I don't know. Fennel, I know, is very good for the digestive disorders, hiccups and stuff like that. But it's minor compared to what she's talking about.
Yeah.
So, all right. We'll, if you guys want it, you can make yourself a cuppa. It should be hot by now. I can't see just yet. But
I'll organise the video.
Sorry?
I'll organise the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, guys.
These arrange them, but do you think they can override the use of the need for big pharmaceutical
Sorry?
Do you think these are ancient? Do you think they could override the need for pharmaceutical products?
Well, they've got everything the pharmaceutical products have.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They got everything that the pharmaceuticals have, only they're natural and they're pure and they're in tune with our energy.
This is the problem. We have to bring all these things to the fore and sort of cut the pharmaceuticals back. That's why I go with the nutrition side, but for that specific reason.
Apparently, Young Living, I was told just this recently, have taken on the codex and taken them to court and won.
Good.
Apparently, they won. No, I know the source. She wouldn't.
Is that on the net? Can I pick that up?
I don't know. I can ask for you.
You know anything about that ship? Codex being done?
Yeah, and one beat Codex. Now, how's that?
What's Codex?
Codex Alimentarius is they're trying to stop everybody from going into natural medicine and actually even growing your own herbs and fruit and veggies in your backyard. How's that?
Only doctors will
The
be able to
basic-
prescribe herbs. Yes.
Herbs
Can
and
you-
nutrition
Can you believe that?
and nutrients. And of course they'll be lower than the recommended daily allowance. Right? So that you'll never get better. Yeah.
The only thing I ever used on a burn, all the years that growing up, no one ever knowing what to put on burns. My mum didn't have a clue. You run it under cold water and then you've just got the pain until it goes away. And then people said, use aloe vera, and I probably did many years later when I had friends who knew about it. And I put that on, it still didn't stop the pain. But lavender oil, it's, you could count backwards to maybe 50. And that pain is gone. And I've even had the puffy white blister from touching the stove or something. And cool it first, put the lavender on. As soon as the lavender's washed off, the pain comes back. Put the lavender back on again. And I've even woken up the next day and there's just been a red mark there where the puffy blister was. But no pain. It's gone.
Yeah, gone.
How strong is the lavender oil?
Any old lavender oil.
All right.
Okay.
Just supermarket lavender oil.
Yeah.
Even.
That's right, lavender's good for burns.
Yeah.
Actually, I
Removing
got a
pain.
second degree burn up north, and I was alone in the house. Everybody else had nicked off. And so I stuck the burn under the water for 35 minutes, right, under the cold tap. And then I stuck lavender oil on it a couple of times, but then it got infected, so I had to treat the infection, right? And this is what's left. Yeah, that's what's left of the second degree burn that I had.
We're going to go back.
No, that's a beauty spot.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
It's the wrong place.
You see? Yeah, so you don't have to go to the doctor because you had a second degree. Can you see that properly? You're not really, can you?
What did you use?
You can see it's got a little bit.
What did you use to heal the infection?
Oh, I
Oh,
just.
yeah, it's flat there.
Yeah, that bit there.
Oh, that bit there. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that bit there.
Gee, the second bunch of
Excuse
films
me?
will be shown on the 1st of December.
And I'll just show.
Second what?
Little
The second part
second
is
degree burn
tonight.
as well.
Maybe again.
How long have we been back?
Summer?
Oh, it's 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
First of December.
First of December.
Well, third.
As soon as it cooled down, because I stuck it under the tap for 25 to 35 minutes. The cold tap. Yeah, it was so bad. Right, I just had to wait. No, it didn't blister, but it did get infected. Now, have you ever heard of Dr. Thars?
Yeah, just all.
No.
It's an ointment. It's an old one.
okay.
It's old. It's got an
So
old
what do you
tin.
think?
Let's thank Christine, by the
And I
way.
whacked that on.
Very good. Thank you very much.
But it took a while.
So,
It took about 5 days.